Assalamu alaikum. I am Fahim. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the best data structure for storing non-duplicate items in Python. Now, if we are talking about something, or you can say some kind of data structure that is good for storing non-duplicate items in Python, but also we need to ensure that each item is unique. That means duplicates are automatically removed. Then set is the appropriate data structure for us. Now, let me talk about what is set. A set is actually an unordered collection of unique elements, meaning it cannot contain any duplicate items. When you add elements to a set, Python automatically removes any duplicates. This makes it a perfect choice for scenarios where you need to store, let's say, a collection of items while ensuring uniqueness. Now, you can create a set in Python using curly braces, or you can also use the built-in set function. Let me give you an example first. Let's say I'm gonna simply create a set. Let's say I'm gonna name it something like my set, and I'm using curly braces. And let's say I'm gonna store some values. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, and 5. Now you see, I have duplicates 3 here. I have two threes here, which are duplicates, right? And let's say I'm simply going to print my set. Now, before I run this code, can you tell me what might be the answer? Let me simply zoom in for you so that you can understand it better. Now, as I have already told you, that set removes any duplicates. So we can hold the uniqueness, right? So if I simply run this code, I will only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means the duplicates would get printed only once. Now let me simply fire up my terminal. Yeah, I have this file here. Let me simply run it. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But in my set, I had 3 twice. But whenever I want to print that set, I'm not seeing any duplicates. Why is that? Because set automatically removes any kind of duplicates for us. Now let's say if you have a list with potential duplicates, but you want to remove the duplicates to create a set, you can simply convert the entire list to a set, but you have to use the set function. Let me give you an example again. Let's say I'm going to create a list and I am simply going to name it something like my list. And let's say I'm going to store some values. Let's say 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, right? And let me simply run this list first. So this is my list. Let me simply fire up my terminal again. Yep, I have this main.py here. Let me simply run it. You see, it's printing all of the duplicates because I am simply using list, and list doesn't think about whether I have any duplicates or something like that. So if I have thousands or millions of duplicates in my list, it will print all of them because it is not list. Sorry, because it is not set. But let's say I want to implement this function of set where I can simply remove the duplicates from this existing list. So I have to convert it into a set. So how can I do that? Let's say I'm going to declare a new set, and I'm simply going to name it something like my set. So my set, in my set, what I want to do, I want to convert my this list into a set. So I can simply say, hey, I have a new variable my set, but my set will hold only the functionality of set from this list. And after that, if I simply want to print my set, the duplicates would get automatically removed, because in line number 2, whenever I am converting my list to my set, so it's automatically going to remove all of the duplicates from the list because it needs to convert it into set, and we know that set can't hold duplicate values, right? So let me simply run it. You see, there are no duplicates. But let's say Even though I have converted the list into a set and removed all of the duplicates, what if I want to print the list again? What would happen? Let me simply show it to you. You see, let me simply drop it down and like this. So you see in line number 1, I have a list, and as you know already, obviously, that list can contain duplicate values. Cool, right? But we know that set can't contain duplicate values. Even though we try to add duplicate values in set, set automatically removes all of the duplicate values and keeps only one values from the duplicates, right? So in line number 1, I have a list which contains duplicate values, and in line number 2, I have converted this list into a set and removed all of the duplicate values. But read it carefully. I haven't actually converted my list into another list. I have converted this my list, or you can say I have created a new set where I have taken only the unique values of that existing list. All right. So in line number 2, I have simply initialized a set where I have removed all of the duplicate values from the list, but the earlier list haven't changed at all. So after then, whenever I want to print this set, it obviously prints the set because set doesn't contain any duplicate values, so I am not getting any duplicate values. But even after that, whenever I try to print my list, it prints the duplicate values because list contains duplicate values like earlier. Here in line number 2, I haven't changed the values from my list. Simply I have created a new set where I have added the set functionality based values in my set. So obviously the original list is not modified. I have simply created a new variable and I have added the set functionality to store only the unique values here. So the original list is untouched, but as I have simply added set and I have gained the set functionality, I can remove the duplicates from the list and store that into a new variable like this. So I hope you have got the idea how you can use that. So sets provide fast membership testing and efficient operations for set theory operations, for example, union, then intersection, difference, etc., which makes them a great choice for handling collections of unique elements in Python. So that's it. I hope it helps you. If it does, then let me know and I will see you in another video. Till then, take care. Assalamu alaikum.